Good day. My name is Dr. Carlene Fider, and I coordinate the Mental Health Ministries. I wanted to spend a bit of time talking about parenting practices during the pandemic. Families have been impacted by COVID 19. Now, young people are learning virtually from home. Parents may be working remotely. Other parents may be also engaged in remote learning. And there are another group of parents who, day after day, have to continue to leave their household and go out into the workforce because their job requires. All of these things can leave individuals feeling stressed, anxious. They may have increased feelings of fear, and certainly a sense of depression. What's important for us to know when we think about parenting practices is that our young people are looking to us. And therefore, it's important for us to be armed with tools to help them navigate this successfully. One of the major things that a parent can do in order to help their young person during this time is ensuring that they have one-on-one conversation. You are the best person when it comes to understanding your child or your children. And because of that, you'll know when they're feeling anxious, if they're going to be acting out a little bit more, being a little bit more emotional, whatever that looks like. And ensuring that you use that time to have those conversations with them regarding what they're feeling. And it could be a myriad of things. Maybe they've heard on the news that the numbers of individuals passing from the virus continue to increase, and they have a parent or a relative who's required because of their profession to go out every day and engage in paid labor force, and that may be creating a lot of anxiety for them. Be that space that a young person can have those conversations. Allow them to really feel those raw emotions and sit with them. Don't ignore them. These feelings that they have are real, and we need to respond appropriately so that they can navigate those successfully and learn ways to cope. It may be important to set aside family time, to schedule family time, to create a sense of unity for your children so they know that there's something fun coming on whatever day of the week it is. And maybe even have them plan that activity that the family can do safely together to create that bond, that connection, that closeness that they may feel as if has been lost because of the pandemic. Our young children may be able to engage in writing notes or creating crafts for frontline workers or essential workers that they can therefore then give or donate, giving them a sense of purpose. Or older children can help around the house. They may even be able to cook independent of an adult or with an adult, and therefore then also contributing to the smooth running of the family. As the head of household, I wanted to speak specifically about your own care. First, I'll talk a little bit about what you can potentially do if you recognize that you have been exposed to the virus. We need to make a plan. There's so many things outside of our control at this point, but if there's one thing we can control, it is how we respond to situations. One of the things that can be done in the event that a parent is unable to care for his or her family is to have a list of caregivers documented somewhere that's easily accessible. On that list, you want to be able to give special instructions to those individuals regarding care for your children if it's a matter of medications that they take, allergies that they have, and also documentation that gives them the authority to make decisions for your child. Let's say, for example, the child is medically fragile. Another important thing that can be done is having a to-go bag for this child that if they have to overnight at a specific residence, they have access to, if it's medications again, if there are sentimental pieces that they need to take with them, they can get access to that quickly so that they can spend the night somewhere else or spend a couple nights. And take care of yourself, parents. I encourage you to do that. Of course, eat well, eat healthily, not just for your own immune system, but for your peace of mind. Also, consider engaging in exercise. If it's just a little bit per week, that's perfectly fine. We still have access to outside, so take advantage of that since the gyms are closed. Maybe it could be helpful if you practice some mindfulness. There's so many apps available that give us techniques on deep breathing that you can download on your mobile devices and engage in those whenever you feel anxious, or maybe just before you go to bed if you recognize that you aren't sleeping well throughout the night. Those things can really help you. Prayer, of course, we cannot negate the importance of praying. And if need be, finding someone to pray with, a supportive friend or relative who you know you can count on, who can pray with you and for you during those challenging times. And if need be, seek mental health. There are so many resources available, free or low cost, for individuals. And if you're interested, look for those. Reach out to individuals who are trained, who have the education to help you through this difficult time. We can do this. We're going to do this. And together, we can ensure that our young people feel confident, even though there are challenges happening and their schedules may be different, they may not be seeing their friends, etc. We can help them feel more comfortable given the uncertainty of the situation. And most importantly, it's important that you take care of yourself so that you can be there for them. God bless.